Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to get the Hertz locker achievement, and if you're lucky, a cool new mount as well. I'm going to start by giving you a quick rundown on the dungeon, as well as provide some much needed tips to enable hard mode and survive right up until the last boss, King Mechagon. Once we get to King Mechagon portion of the video, I'll also be showing you how to cheese the most difficult part of this dungeon, essentially providing you with the quickest and easiest way of earning the Hertz locker achievement. Before we get on with the video, a quick reminder that I do stream over on Twitch at the link in the description below, where we do all sorts of content, and where I often get achievements like Hertz Locker with you guys. Now let me preface this by saying that my party had an average item level of 475, but if you're sufficiently geared to at least 460, I think you'll be okay. Also, this guide assumes that you have already completed at least a Mythic 0 run of Junkyard and Workshop, so you are familiar with the base boss mechanics. The achievement requires you to defeat all bosses in Operation Mechagon and prevent the destruction of all non-robotic life on Azeroth without a player dying on Mythic difficulty within a single lockout. The last part of this requirement is the most important, as it incorporates both the original hard mode achievement, keep DPSing and nobody explodes, and the added requirement of not a single death in the entire run. Now that was a bit of a mouthful, but don't worry, I will show you step by step what you need to do. First off, make sure that nobody dies. If anybody dies throughout the entire run, you will need to restart on a separate instance, forcing one player in your group to bring their ult for a completely new lockout. Upon entering Operation Mechagon Junkyard, you will notice that the HK8 aerial oppression unit is hovering over a particular boss. I believe this location changes every week. Make sure that you kill each boss while HK8 is hovering above it. Keep in mind that you can clear the trash or summon Gunker before the HK8 moves. I would advise doing this if your party isn't well geared, as while the HK8 is above the boss, it'll summon these annoying walkie-talkie X1 bots that have an avoidable damage and slow area around them. These bots will remain in the encounter and keep respawning if you destroy them. They also leave behind a damaging and slowing trail of electricity wherever they walk. These bots can be rooted, trapped, slowed, and generally crowd controlled. Once you have killed Trixie and Nano, Gunker, and King Gobmack with the HK8 hovering above them, make your way over to the HK8 boss encounter. You will know if you have activated hard mode correctly if the boss has a different name. With hard mode enabled, you should see a robot named Tankbuster MK2 waiting for you. Make sure it is the MK2. If it's the MK1, you have not activated hard mode and you will need to restart the dungeon. This boss encounter is now different due to the unique kill conditions of the previous 3 boss kills. Fulminating Zap has been replaced with Fulminating Burst, which requires that you stack to spread the damage the target player receives. Remember, if you don't stack on the target player, he or she will die, and because you can't have any deaths in this run, it's a restart. Make sure to dodge the shock link between the new upgraded walkie-talkie bots, as they do a lot of damage. You also only have 55 seconds instead of the usual 3 minutes to force the boss to go haywire, or the Annihilation Burst wipes the group. If your DPS is hitting the mark, this shouldn't be a problem at all. After defeating the HK8, you will need to go up behind where the boss fight was, and make your way up a ramp that takes you to a large vault door looking area. Here you can squeeze through a small hole in the wall and enter the next area, which is the start of Operation Mechagon Workshop. There is no NPC to talk to, you just begin fighting your way through the first boss as normal. There is no special mechanic required for the first boss, just kill it and fall right through the floor. When you're done, head on over to the next boss, Cujo. But before starting the encounter, you'll see a small pile of Robo waste on the ground. Click on it to throw it into the fire and enable hard mode difficulty for this fight. The encounter is identical to its pre-hard mode counterpart, except for a debuff called Noxious Stench, which stacks a slow debuff on the party member over time. This will make it hard to hide behind the box during the Venting Flames spellcast. Again, with sufficient DPS, you can finish this encounter before the debuff becomes a significant issue. If you're in a low item level group, just make sure to stand a little close to the boxes so you don't need to move as far when Venting Flames is cast. Proceed and defeat Machinist's Garden. This encounter has no new mechanics to worry about. Once you're done, head on over to King Mechagon. Now, without the cheese strategy I'm about to show you, this is the most difficult boss of the achievement. It requires that you monitor a separate energy bar, and when the bar gets low, each group member has to click on an object in a specific order or you wipe. However, at the time of uploading this video, there's a much easier way to do this. You will see a big red button at the start of the room. Don't click on it, at least not yet. Pull King Mechagon out of the room to reset him, then immediately head on over to this spot. Make sure to AoE the spot with whatever ground AoE you have to get a head start on the damage phase. Spells like Consecrate will do. Once the boss spawns, deal as much damage to him as quickly as possible. Make sure nobody gets yeeted right off the edge. Once he phases to the second phase, a group member needs to stand near the button at the back of the room. Keep DPSing the boss until he gets to 20%. Once he has reached 20%, click the red button and burst him down quickly. This will count as a hard mode kill. Congratulations, you just got the Hertz Locker achievement. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you found this video helpful. Thanks again for watching, it's me Closure, and I'll make sure to see you guys in the next video. Cheerio.
Oh, Paris, I won't let you go. Oh, Paris, I won't let you go.